Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NXT The Game 16 Season 1 Episode 45. This is a single night NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Memorial Classic. 4 hours, 15 matches, single elimination tournament. A 93A rating out the gate for your NXT Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain. So let's get straight into the action. The camera flips on and we see Paul Ellering and his Authors of Pain. The fans boo. William Regal steps in and the fans cheer. William Regal asks Paul Ellering what he can do for them. They're up first. Paul Ellering says that we are just here to notify you that we are unopposed and we will put the NXT Tag Team Championships in the round of 16 on the line, in the round of 8 on the line, in the round of 4 on the line, and eventually when we win the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Trophy for the second year in a row, they will also be on the line then. William Regal says that's unnecessary. In fact, Paul Ellering, though, cuts off William Regal and runs him down. Really lays into William Regal. William Regal, frustrated, says, "Fine, Paul, go ahead." William Regal says the NXT Tag Team Championships are on the line tonight in every one of your matches. That is, if you can make it out of round 1. Good luck against Adam Cole and Ty Dillinger, William Regal says. While we fade out, this could be the night AOP loses. They have to run the gauntlet. I've been looking for a way to get the championships off of the Authors of Pain. I'm not saying this. Actually, I'm lying. I haven't been looking openly for a way to get off the Authors of Pain. I've been looking up a way to build up tag teams to potentially get the titles off the Authors of Pain. But this is going to be 4 hours. This is going to be a long video. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, so I'm just going to skip it. But it's very, I don't know the word I'm looking for here, guys. It's really bugging me. Advantageous? I don't think that's the word. Anyways, again, this is NXT The Game Season 1, Episode 45, the NXT Dusty Rhodes Memorial Tag Team Classic. So, the Authors of Pain in the first match defeat Adam Cole and Ty Dillinger in 6:05 when Acom defeats Ty Dillinger via submission. The Authors of Pain make defense number 13 of their Tag Team Championship. The Authors with a 67 and a 68. Ty and Cole with a 56 out of 58. Razor and Ellering have great chemistry. This got the crowd hotter, and the Authors are improving at performance skills. Let's keep going. All right. In the second match, the NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas and his brother Messias Almas defeat DIY Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in 10:56 when Almas defeats Gargano with a Brillante driver. This match got the crowd buzzing. A 62 for Ciampa, 65 for Gargano. Almas of the Messias variety with a 56 and the champion with a 71. No worker improvements, but a 71C plus out the gate. Before there was a 70. Very, very strong matches here at the tournament out the gate. Hopefully this will raise some of the wrestlers' popularity. We've boosted a lot of, hopefully we can boost because it's listed as an event. Hopefully we can boost a lot of this, a lot of workers' overness tonight. So we'll see. Next, Andrade and Messias almost stand over DIY, the most over-faced tag team here in NXT, having defeated them clean 1-2-3 in the ring. Really the most over tag team we have outside of the Authors of Pain right now. The NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas has handed back his championship, leaves the ring with his brother. They're going to be a tough out tonight. So that's true. 78B rating. Show starting off ridiculously hot. Some of the other matches aren't nearly as good in terms of overness of the workers or in-ring talent, but we're going to keep going here and see what we can do. In a poor match, here we go. The Evolved Tag Team Champions Fred Yehi and Tracy Hot Sauce Williams defeat the Crow's Nest in 11 minutes when Fred Yehi defeats Donst by submission with the Koji Clutch. 47 and 56 for the NXT guys. Masada and Donst, Yehi and Williams with a 34-42. No worker improvements. All right. And a decent match now. Next, the Young Bucks defeat Blue Demon and Dr. Wagner Jr. in 11 minutes when Matt Jackson defeats Blue Demon Jr. by pinfall with a more bang for your buck. 71C plus for the Young Bucks here. Debuted his gimmick, below average. Don't really care. Young Bucks are great. 76 and 79. Don't really care about Demon and Wagner Jr.'s. But we got like 4 or 5 tag teams who aren't on the NXT roster to participate in this tournament to make it feel a little special. We got a couple legends here, Demon Jr., Wagner Jr., and the Young Bucks defeating the legends. Ooh. Excuse me. It was really going to add to their victory all going forward. The Young Bucks do their over-the-top post-ring match celebration as they're screaming, "Dusty, we're coming for that chip." A nice victory for the Bucks, but tons of work still to do. No worker improvements. 676 and B-, so really strong out the gate still here in Hawaii. TM61 next defeats the NXT UK Tag Team Champions Jordan Devlin and Martin Kirby in 11 minutes when Miller defeats Kirby by pinfall with a Thunder Valley. 38-33 for the NXT branded guys in the UK. Not great, not awful. Could have been better. They're not really over. Whew, excuse me, I don't know why I'm so tired here. Could have been a little bit better, but it wasn't. That's all right. A 58-59 for TM61. They will be advancing in the tournament. They are improving in performance skills, both of them, so that's great. All right, next up, and about that had decent wrestling with much each. Bobby Roode and the NXT UK champion Tyler Bate defeat Sanity when Tyler Bate hits Alexander Wolf with the pinfall with the Tyler Driver 97. So Bobby Roode carried the match with a 67. He really did. Everything else was quite low. 48 from Tyler Bate, 48 from Dane. Wolf with a 53. Bate has been improving, and he's improving in performance skills. He's one of the guys we'll be looking to call up pretty soon. That is Tyler Bate, but he is our current NXT UK champion. So 62C for Bobby Roode and Tyler Bate, who defeat Sanity. An interesting pairing, I thought. The UK champion, the former NXT champion. I thought they'd be a fun pairing in the tournament. Next up, we see Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa backstage wiping sweat from their bows, unfortunately drawing the bad look of facing the NXT champions, the Authors of Pain. Usually a tag team could let me rephrase this. We see Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are seen backstage wiping sweat from their brows, unfortunately drawing the bad look of facing the NXT champion, Andrade Cien Almas, and his brother. Usually a tag team could overcome the NXT champion, possibly given the DIY's very, very great in terms of tag team wrestling. However, they drew the unfortunate pleasure of getting Andrade and his real-life brother, Messias Almas. A pair of chuckling buffoons walk in as the Young Bucks laughingly walk up and start to give DIY shit. They talk about how they went out in the first round. The first round, not the second, not the third, not the finals. I mean, did you guys even break a sweat? Matt asks DIY. The Young Bucks walk out of the photo as Tommaso Ciampa stands up and hit them from behind when Johnny Gargano urges them, soon. Let them go. So, Phillips and Nigel were weak. That's not great. Better announcing. But 86D+, which is great because this storyline is, it's just been going really hot with DIY and the Young Bucks, and we're going to keep it going. It's been just extremely hot. Been very, very good. So 86B+ is very strong. All right, next, and a terrible match. Blake and Murphy defeat the Great Suzuki and Ultimo Dragon when Blake defeats Dragon by pinfall with the Factor It. Suzuki was a weak link. That's okay. This was really, again, just to get over the Blake and Murphy factor here with another international tag team. They get the victory here tonight. A 16 for Suzuki. Oof. Dragon with a 33. Blake and Murphy with a 47 and 51. Velvet was good at ringside per usual. No work improvements. All right, next, the last match, I believe, of the first round, and about that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. No way. Jose and Roddy Strong defeat Bad Bones and Big Van Walter in 9 minutes when Roderick Strong defeats Big Van Walter by pinfall with the backbreaker. So these are two guys that we hired from the UK scene to participate in this tournament as well. Not from our UK brand, but two UK workers as well. And Roddy Strong and No Way Jose will be advancing. Well, they will be facing the Authors of Pain, which isn't great, but that's who they're going to be facing. Next, backstage, we see the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering preparing for their next match, upcoming when a knock on the door happens. Paul seems a bit confused and walks in his daughter, Rachel, who's been training at the NXT UK developmental promotion. Think NXT for WWE. A hug from Paul Ellering smirks at seeing his daughter. Akam and Razor nod, submitting that they've met Rachel before, but focusing on their upcoming title defense in the round of 8. Rachel tells her dad that she has someone she wants to introduce to him. Paul turns around and the door swings open, but we don't see who comes in. So Rachel Ellering debuts as her old skill heel gimmick, and it's got a initial rating of great, so that's fantastic. The new contender storyline has advanced. Rachel Ellering has debuted here in NXT, just backstage with her dad. So she has someone she wants to introduce to her dad. Who could it be? We'll find out later. But at 84B+, that's probably going to get Rachel Ellering a pretty nice boost in popularity, given this is her debut and she got an 84B+ segment. Next, we get a video saying the round of 8 is coming up next. And about that, good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. The Authors of Pain defeat No Way Jose and Roddy Strong, who just wrestled, but unfortunately got the Authors of Pain in the very next match. So they had really no time. But either way, the Authors of Pain defeat No Way Jose and Roddy Strong in 11 minutes when Razor defeats Roddy Strong by pinfall with the Super Collider. The Authors of Pain make defense number 14 of their NXT Tag Team Championships and will be advancing to the semifinals. Akon was off his game, but he still put up a 68. Razor with a 71, 65 and 60. Simi has advanced and gained heat. Roddy is improving in performance. Noe Jose is improving in performance. And this was booked as the brawl-based match and a 72 B- out of these two teams, which is absolutely unexpected but fantastic. The Authors of Pain with a 70 and a 72. They have been on a roll here tonight in the tournament. So let's go to the next match. In a decent match, Andrade and Messias Almas defeats Team 6-1 in 11 minutes when Messias Almas defeats Shane Dorman by pinfall with a sharpshooter. And this is very interesting, by submission with a sharpshooter. This is interesting. So Andrade and Messias Almas have advanced as well. And they put up 2 spectacular match ratings, as have the Authors of Pain. So really carrying the tournament so far are the teams of Andrade and Messias Almas, as well as the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain. Nick Miller's improving performance. That's great. He's got 2 straight performance increases as well. So on the event, no less. 68 C+. Another huge win for the NXT Champion, Andrade and Messias Almas. Oh my. The NXT Champion, Andrade Cien Almas, and his brother will take on the current NXT Tag Team Champions, the undefeated Authors of Pain, for the NXT Tag Team Championships and a chance in the final. So 76 B-. This is where it gets interesting, guys. I'm going to have Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT Champion, and Messias Almas, both heels, taking on the very heelish Authors of Pain. The winner will go to the championship round, while they'll be taking on the winner of the other bracket, as you see, for the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Trophy. Cup, whatever. But we're putting the champions against each other, so I've never done that. And I cannot stress the importance of the next upcoming match. Authors of Pain have not lost yet, but however, they're facing the NXT Championship. Andrade Cien Almas hasn't lost in forever as well. I think he's taken losses, but only in tag matches here in NXT so far in 16. And Messias Almas, his brother, who I'm booking very strong because he helped him win, at the expense of Drew McIntyre. So it's going to be a very, very, very huge semifinal matchup. All right, next, in a decent match, the Young Bucks defeat Yehi and Williams in 11 minutes when Matt Jackson defeats Fred Yehi by pinfall with a more bang for your bucks. A 71 C+. Young Bucks with 77 and 80, 49 and 40. I'm very, very, very happy Yehi improving the talent on NXT. Good Lord, are they bringing it here at NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic 2018. They are bringing it. The match ratings are fantastic. So 70s for three of the 4 teams so far who are advancing. The Young Bucks want to see who they face coming up next. And in a decent match, Bobby Roode and Tyler Bate defeat Blake and Murphy when Tyler Bate defeats Murphy with a Tyler Driver 97. Roode carried the match. 49, 47, 48, 66 for Roode. Murphy is improving. Blake and Murphy with a nice showing. They got a big victory over some of the legends, and they lost to the former NXT champion and the UK champion, Tyler Bate. So we have Bobby Roode and Tyler Bate taking on the Young Bucks in the semifinals, and the Authors of Pain taking on Messias and the NXT champion, Andrade Cien Almas. After winning, the unexpected team of the NXT UK champion Tyler Bate and former NXT champion Bobby Roode will advance to a match with the Young Bucks, as we just said. So we're really, really, really trying to get Tyler Bate, a couple big wins here. You have to face the Young Bucks next, but we're trying to get them a couple big wins to really, really boost his popularity. He's went from like 30 to 35 to 37. And a couple of the takeover specials he's been a part of, so we're really trying to push him up because I want to use him pretty soon, at least in Season 2. The round of 4. The semifinals are coming up next. It's 76 B-. This is just basically Triple H saying, hey, I'm pretty over, so let's get a decent rating here. It's kind of fluffing it out a little bit. All right, next. And about that, at Good Wrestling and a decent reaction, the Authors of Pain defeat Andrade and Cien Almas in 10-18 when Akon defeats Andrade Cien Almas by pinfall with a super collider after a distraction from Drew McIntyre. So the NXT champion, Andrade Cien Almas, takes his first pinfall in NXT with a super collider by Akon after distraction from McIntyre. They've made the 15th Tag Team Championship defense. Messias Almas with the weak link, 57, but it's okay. 79 and 70 and 72 for Akon and Razor, 71 for Almas. I don't know why Akon and Razor are performing the best out of all my workers, but I'm going to take it. Gained heat, advanced. So Obviously, this match was monstrous, featuring my best match so far on the card is 73. The Authors of Pain have to be exhausted. They've defended their championship successfully 3 times tonight and just defeated the NXT champion. 15 tag team championship defenses. They seem fucking unstoppable. Sorry for swearing. They seem unstoppable. 73 B-. Good Lord. And about that, I had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Bobby Roode and Tyler Bate defeat the Young Bucks when Tyler Bate defeats Matt Jackson by pinfall with a fast roll-up. Tyler Bate was a weak link with a 48, but Jesus, 78 and 80 by the Young Bucks, 67 by Roode. Carino and Jackson were great, so my matches have improved every single match tonight. We're going to have Bobby Roode and Tyler Bate take on the Authors of Pain for the NXT Tag Team Championships. The round of 2, the finals are coming up next. The fans boo as we see Paul Ellering standing behind William Regal at the gorilla position as his Authors of Pain walk up. They are battered, beaten, and exhausted. Remember, they've defeated DIY tonight. They have just defeated. I'm saying this, who I like as if I can remember. They've won 3 matches tonight. It's been a hell of a night. Paul says after his Authors of Pain go out and win, he's coming to the back and he's going to ask for something. Says Paul Ellering. William Regal, I'm going to ask you something and you're going to give it to me. Regal seems a bit unsure and says he isn't, but Paul responds, but they just defeated his NXT champion. So after we win and defend, Regal cuts him off and says he didn't ask him to put up the tag team titles. Paul Ellering says, I don't care about that. He says, after we win and defend again, we're going to come to the curtains and ask you for something for William Regal, and you're going to give it to us. The Authors of Pain leave as their music plays and Ellering and Regal stare at one another. Main event time, 77B. But first, another 77B. This is fantastic. A glorious entrance for Tyler Bate and Bobby Roode, the former NXT champion and the current NXT UK champion. They'll take on the Authors of Pain for the NXT Tag Team Championships and the right to call themselves the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners. Man, this show has built amazing. I don't think I'm ever going to have a show better than this in Season 1, but it's built fantastic. Let's see what the rating is, guys. We get a video of the entire night. We focus on the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain, taking on Bobby Roode and Tyler Bate, and here we go. Main event. 73 B-. I'm friggin' so thrilled. And about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction. The Authors of Pain defeat Bobby Roode and Tyler Bate in 11 minutes when Razor defeats Tyler Bate by pinfall with a super collider. Razor and Akon win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic titles and make the 16th defense of their NXT Tag Team Championship. 72, 72, 61, 51. Tyler Bate, even in the loss, picks up 3 huge wins on the event scenes tonight. The Authors of Pain run through everybody and have defended the championships 16 times. Unbelievable. The Authors of Pain not only are your NXT Dusty Rhodes Memorial Tag Team Classic 2018 champions, but they are still the NXT Tag Team Champions after a record 16 successful title defenses, including 4 tonight. They are very heel. The Authors of Pain are getting a semi-ovation after defeating everyone in their path. The fans recognize greatness. Paul Ellering is in the middle of the ring screaming, "I told you!" as Regal is handing him the trophy post-match to the Authors of Pain. Regal backs up off the Authors of Pain as they take the trophy from side to side to a sea of boos now with their championship draped around their necks. The Authors of Pain finally showed the championships towards the fans standing at ringside when... Say yeah! Dash and Dawson, the Revival, walk out backstage with smirks on their faces, paperwork in their hands, and championship gold on their minds. The Revival is here. The Revival is here. The Revival is back in NXT. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, after a monstrous night for the Authors of Pain, have just potentially ruined the moods of Paul Ellering and his Authors of Pain returning to NXT. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder have paperwork in their hands. What is that paperwork for? I don't know. You can guess. But they're letting the Authors of Pain know that while they've defeated everyone, they've ran through everyone one-on-one, they haven't beaten the Revival. quite possibly the greatest tag team in wrestling today. So 79 beat it in the show. I'm really happy with how the show went, guys. Let's. Are you sure you want to continue addressing this? No, let's. No, I don't want to. I guess we'll turn them. You're right. Okay, whatever. I forgot I wanted to turn them. Either way, the Authors of Pain with a huge night. With a huge interruption by the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson to end the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, in which Authors of Pain have just went back-to-back winning. In the show, hopefully, is 75. There weren't enough attractive women on the show to satisfy your core male audience. Your ratio was 2 to 43. This show increased your popularity in 16 regions. Now, this fucking pisses me off because this is our best show ever. A 73 is not our highest rated event ever. But it's telling me right now that there was not enough attractive women on the show to satisfy my core male audience. 2 to 43, I'm guessing because of all the other matches. But this just sucks. This just sucks because we put on an amazing show and because I didn't have a couple other women on the show. It ruined my rating. I am not happy. I am not happy. We're going to give it to Acom and Razor because they're just fucking amazing. We're going to give it to William Regal because he played good support. I went from being extremely thrilled to being a little bummed now. 73 B-. Let me know what you guys thought of the tournament. It's my first one I've done. 4.5 hours on the show. In the ring. For the Authors of Pain and company. You're still NXT Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain. Back to back with the trophies. So if you like the video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and share the channel. We're trying to get to 100 viewers, 100 subscribers so I can change my channel name. That'd be great to Mike Books. But either way, thanks for watching, everyone. And, man, my voice, I'm a little upset. It's all right. Things will be okay. Just a little bum that that really dropped down my rating from a 73 B. I thought we were looking at a 75, 76 at least. But like I said, it's all right. A little disheltered, but this was NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 45, the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Thanks for watching, everybody.